I'm about to talk about is all opinion based and is just my experience on the matter. And here it goes. When you are a kid, you look at your parents as if they're some sort of god, right? They're perfect. They could do no wrong, and everything they say is law, and everything they say is completely right. I'm sure that you've probably all had that feeling that maybe your parent or a guardian has that weight. I would assume that probably less with a guardian, but definitely if you had a parent, and maybe even if you didn't have a parent, maybe you would look around to see other kids that act like that, right? That act like their parent is a god. But yeah, majority of us, fall into that category at one point in time. I say unfortunately because I would have liked to have maybe been in that world for a little longer. But again, unfortunately, I had that broken for me very, very early on. I understood that adults don't have it together no more than we do. And I say unfortunate because I had to spend the majority of my childhood with kids that thought their mum and dad knew it all. And in fact, I knew 100% their mum and dad definitely did not know it all. And it kind of made me resentful to the stupidity of my peers. And I guess at the time I just kept it, shut. And I didn't say anything because I was like, what the hell? Like, why are these people treating their parents like they know everything? And I know that their parent is nothing like that. Anyway, that's my experience. Again, I don't know. I really, really don't. It was a very strange time for me to understand someone's parent, probably more than they did because the rose tinted glasses was on them, obviously, and obviously this is for pretty much everyone, right? I think most saddest thing though is when those glasses come off, right? And I've seen it happen, many times with my peers, and it's kind of a little bit of an upsetting thing. It's not something you really really talk about, but you definitely internalize it and understand it. And when those glasses come off, man, it's like, whoa, have I been misled? No, they love me, so they didn't mislead me. I feel like they have. You really don't know what to do, and most people don't even talk about it, right? It is not it's not a thing that people talk about because it's not really that big a deal, I guess. After time, you're like, well, yeah, duh, of course they're just human. I think after this, though, a little later on, after those classes come off, I think a lot of kids are very quite harsh to their parents and how they were and what they did and things of this sort. But you've got to understand, your parent is just human, and they have it again no more together than you do. It's just we're just humans, right? Trying to do our best, and a good portion of humans are just not that great, and that's okay. Like, it's about the trying, not about the doing, right? It's about really just trying to be a better parent, trying to be a better person. Sometimes you won't succeed, but it's about the trying, right? And I think if your parent is really trying to make up for what they've done, or maybe they just messed up here and there, give them a break, man. Like, really give them a break. They are just human as well as you are. I think the problem here though is, as a kid, you're holding them at such a high standard, right? Because they're this god figure that knows everything. They're always right and whatnot. And so when those glasses come off, they're human now, right? They're human. The glasses come off. The human, but your standard for them is still way up here. And obviously, over time, it comes down to a more reasonable standard, right? And more like, okay, they're here, more reasonable standard. And it's very hard to accept that. I don't know why I wanted to talk about this. Again, for me, I've never really experienced it from the majority side point or viewpoint, right? Of like being in this like illusion, right? So I don't really know how it feels to have those glasses really come off, because I feel like they came off so early for me. I don't even remember them being on. But I think what I would say to you is, if your glasses have just come off, you know, lower the standard of which your parent is at, because they are human, and as you grow up, you'll find out things and learn things, and you know, you'll become an adult as well, and you go, oh, being an adult is just it's just like being a kid, but all the adults act like they've got it going on, but they don't. So yeah, the lesson today is, I mean, I'm telling you kids, so it's a bit backwards, but cut us a little slack. Cut us a little slack when needed, right? Because we ain't these adults ain't these gods. They're just human that are a bit older, have lived a little